Hey everybody, POA here. We're going back to Modern Horizons 2. Why? Because we can. Let's pop this thing open. Draft box time. Kind of tore that to shreds. Okay. Let's pull out the 36 beautiful purple packs. I wonder what color they'll use for Modern Horizons 3. Good question. What are they going to do in Modern Horizons 3? Like, I really... It's like the one... So... there was some conversation out there on the old Discord. Like, is anybody actually excited for any of the sets in FY24? Or, sorry, not fiscal year 24, calendar year 24. And there was met with a lot of, and some people like myself are like, well, Fallout. But it seemed to be one common theme. Modern Horizons 3. Seal of Cleansing in moderation. Modern Horizons 3 is the one that everybody's, without even knowing what's going to be in it, just because of the Modern Horizons namesake, instant excitement. So much excitement that I'm wondering if, because there's a Modern Horizons set on the horizon, it makes you care less about the sets surrounding it. Plus, with the kind of the goofy settings that they're doing. Shardless Agent, which I believe these now have moved out of bulk territory. Hey! The best monkey! Okay, that's fun. Ragavan. Still has a not cheap price point to it, even with the March of the Machine reprints, although that wasn't a full reprint, but it was still a pretty good size reprint. Not going to spend too much time on commons and uncommons. Obviously, there's a lot of good cards in this set, but we're not going to stop at anything in those. Dermo Taxi. But yeah, so does the excitement of Modern Horizons 3 take away from everything else in this calendar year? It's a good question. I feel like it kind of does, actually. I feel like I'm going to open more Modern Horizons 3, just like I did with Modern Horizons 2, than any human should. Come on, give me. Rashadin Dockhand, which recently I built a Merfolk deck, and this didn't even make the cut. Get out of here. Alright, so let's continue on. We know what we're after here. Chance Encounter. Hey, Scalding Tarn! First of the fetch lands. Good to see you, Scalding Tarn. Actually, that means we might have a Misty up next, which would be fantastic. Because you know which one I did not pull that many of? Misty freaking Rainforest. But it felt like I did because I always made a big deal out of it, but really, I didn't pull all that many Misty Rainforest. I'm pretty limited on how many. Plus, it doesn't help that I build a lot of Simic decks. Territorial Kavu, or Bant, or Sultai. If it's got blue-green in there, I'm probably building it. Anyway. Amoeba, which of course, these get chucked. They gotta fly, you know. They just gotta fly. Arcbound Shikari. Yavimaya Elder. Chatterbang. Alright. Not a bad little mythic. The borderless version, has actually been climbing in price, unbeknownst to me. There. Solitary Confinement. Annoying ass card. Nykthos Paragon. Yeah, foil moderation. So one of maybe one or two foils in the box. Since the collector boxes made a really neat decision to not have basic foils in them, and only did sketch foils. Was it sketch? Yeah, sketch and old board. And borderless. So because of that, there's actually in a foil multiplier on a lot of the better regular foil copies in this product, which is fascinating. Kind of makes me wish they would continue to do that, but they won't. Magus of the Bridge. Tide Shaper. Tireless Provisioner. Good uncommon. Sterling Grove, not bad. Hey, Marsh Flats. All right, we didn't... So it means next is going to be Arid, and then maybe we'll get to Verdant Catacombs. So no Misty. No Misty. But that's okay. If it was Misty next, then that would have been it, most likely. No more fetch lands. And I'm just talking about the common occurrence. You can still get an outlier. Harmonic Prodigy. Okay, last pack of the first row, and you know, I gotta say, 2 fetch lands in a Ragavan, I'm pretty happy. These boxes are not expensive right now. It's pretty clear to me that stores have ordered plenty of Modern Horizons 2, and sales have now slowed down on them, and they don't want to be stuck with them. So it's a good time to open some Modern Horizons 2 if you didn't get your fill already, which, frankly, I believe most did. They kept printing these. They just kept printing them. And you can tell this is clearly the most recent. People have commented on that. The cards have a kind of a rougher feel to them. They feel, I hate to say, a little cheaper. But whatever, I don't care. They're game pieces after all, yeah. Something like that. Isn't that the joke? Flame Rift. Oh, damn, Subtlety! Which I'm really glad Subtlety got its day in the sun. Maybe it's just the inner semi-control player in me who values a creature who does control things. But Borderless Subtlety is awesome. And in general, of course, you'll take like all the elementals. That's one of the reasons to even open one of these boxes. I am, of course, hoping to find an Esper Sentinel, because I could use more of those, because I need more of those. We'll see, and I'd rather not. I'd rather get one in the box, but suspend. Okay. So far, this has been what I'd refer to as a high-end box. Right? We're not getting the middle hits. We're getting, when we do get a hit, it's a higher hit. Cabal Coffers, sweet. And another mythic we got, because that's in the reprint slot, Grist the Hunger Tide. The best of the Planeswalkers of this set, by far, because the other two kind of suck. And Grist is actually cool. I remember on Dragon's Rage Channeler was kind of expensive for an uncommon in a recently printed set. Pepper Charm remembers. Bone Shredder. Zabaz. I think we're halfway through the box after this pack. Oh, another Amoeba. That one, that did not fly far. Turbo Taxi, okay, in the sketch, and then a foil counterspell. You know what, let me... Okay, come on, go. Ah, that one doesn't want to fly. Or maybe I'm out of practice, chucking them across the room. Gotta practice my card throwing skills. Underworld Cookbook. Infiltrator. Hunting Pack. Brea's Apprentice. And nothing. Okay. So, yep, we are halfway through the box. Overall, we're doing well. We're doing quite well. Not a deep box, but a high-end box. I guess my last box was one of those deep boxes. Braids and Verdant Command. When you do as many collector boxes as I do, it's always kind of interesting doing a draft box again with 36 packs. It's like, why am I not done with this yet? Oh yeah. Javenier. Is there an orb? Delphi Voidwalker. Good rare. Maybe even an underpriced rare because of how much it just got opened. Liquid Metal Torque. Beloth. Fast and or Furious. Scourge Familiar. And Sanctifier Envec, which For all that that card does, it went nowhere. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Captain Ripley Vance. Angelic Curator. Oh my god, a second old bordered. Holy crap, that doesn't happen very often. A Scalding Tarn. Oh, that's awesome. That is legit awesome. Fantastic. Like, you're happy just to get one. Like, I was happy with the Marsh Flats. Getting two? Wow. That's the coin flips turning up in your direction. Search the premises. All right, last pack of the middle row. So what's funny is, at the price point of the box anyway, I'm already pretty happy. So let's see if we can, like, end up with, like, an actually, like, really good box. It's possible. Chainer in the reprint slot. And damn! Which is a fine rare hit in its own right. Okay, last 12 packs. Yeah, I'm skipping through a lot of commons and uncommons, okay? Getting really to that reprint slot first, which is Counterspell in this case. And General Ferris Rockerick. Okay, said and done. Sea Drake. Collager Completes. Good card, obviously. Already has seen commander deck / list reprints, so it's got a definitely depressed price point as a card. So it is one of those cards that is probably the time to grab one. If you do not have one, which I have to believe most of you have one at this point. Vindicate in the reprint slot. And Priest of Felrights. Oh! Dang! Foil Verdant Catacombs. Sheesh. Okay. Alright. This box is awkward. Okay. In, like, good ways. So our second foil rare of the box, which, like I said, you tend to get 1 to 2. We got 2, and the second one is a really good one in Verdant Catacombs. That's sweet. That's sweet. It's good times. That's good times. Oops. Lost in Calm. Yavimaya Eldrin reprint. Ignoble Hierarch, which I know everybody expected that, including myself, to be a higher priced card, but I guess Jun just doesn't care, right? Jun didn't care. Jun's just like, oh, that's cute. I don't really need it. Of course, right now you can get Noble Hierarchs for pretty cheap. It's interesting what's going on out there in the world. Road to Ruin. Creeper Soul Snare. Glimpse of Tomorrow. Alright, so what do we got left? We got 7 packs left. We already have a pretty good mythic total, so I don't know if there's going to be any mythics left. I am hoping to see an Aristic Buddy. We'll see if we can find one. Or an Urza Saga, of course. Seal of Removal. And Out of Time. But as it stands, this is a good box. So even if these last 7 packs do nothing, this is a good box. I'm very, very pleased with its contents. Squirrel Mob. And Thought Monitor, which would be a $5 card if not for reprints, but it's like $1. And it got that should have been neat, but it wasn't as neat old border treatment in the Brothers War decks. But whatever they did with the printing on those decks, like, I love the concept they did old border on both decks, but like they looked kind of terrible. Oh well, what can you do? Tiles Provisioner. Tide Shaper. Mog Salvage. and Dress Down. Of course, back when this set came out, I spec'd on... Oh, I spec'd, not insanely, but I just spec on Dress Down, and at one point that card started to get up to like $8 to $9, and I sold! Sold. In fact, right now, Cursed Totem's kind of doing that. In fact, a Cursed Totem wouldn't be a bad hit, would it? And that would be in the reprint slot. Larry Nevin's disc. Hey, Academy Manufactor. Cool. All right, so we got 3 packs left. Squirtle. Constable. Sanctuary Raptor, and then the reprint slot. Patchwork Gnomes, and then Mythic. Dakon Shadow Slayer. All right. Well, like I said, I thought we were done with Mythics, so it had to squeeze in one of the lowest rung Mythics. And that's okay, because if you're gonna give me Ragavan, Subtlety, Cabal Coffers, all right, fine. Healer's Flock, Whelp, Extruder in the reprint, and Karth the Lion, and Combine Chrysalis. Okay, last pack. I'll admit I found it interesting that the Fetchlands kind of came to a bit of a stop, because that's on its own print sheet, and I believe that's in its own. Don't quote me on that, but I believe the old borders were on their own separation too, but maybe they weren't. In which case, then that's 3 in a box, and that's kind of normalish. Okay, last pack. Come on. Let's get one thing for the road. Yeah, I know it's been a good box, but let's get greedy here. Yeah, we're not going to get greedy. All right, we're going to get Enchantress's Presence, and we're going to get Obsidian Charmaw, because the card's kind of slightly stuck together, and Captured by Legax. But nonetheless, 4 fetch lands, a few of the better rares, Ragavan, Subtlety, Cabal Coffers. I'll gladly take that. That's a good box. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Again, it's if you're even 2 years and some months later. Has it been 2 years? Yeah, 2021. 2 years and, well, 2.5 years later, really. Yeah, it's actually past 2.5 years, isn't it? 2.5 years later, Modern Horizons 2 is still one of like the better boxes to grab from your store and crack open if you're fiending to crack a box. And that's wild, right? That is wild to me. That's still like the better thing to grab. Huh. Thanks for watching. Bye.